Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another dark web browsing, dank web browsing, deep web browsing, ladies and gentlemen. The part of the week that's always consistent from now and random as always. Let's sit back, relax, and go to our very first website. Can I just say I was the happiest person right there. That was the first time we did the intro, first take, and luckily, thank God that I record these videos at like 2 in the morning. So a person just doesn't drive by. Dude, I swear, it's gonna be like the anime arc, like complete. You have no idea how much this stuff keeps me awake sometimes. Anyways, though, I'm not going to let it get to me. Positive news. Let's go into Temple University Comedy Club. Producing the... Oh! That did not age well. Let me tell you. Oh my God. All right, producing the future Bill Cosby's of tomorrow, Yikeronis. Making opportunities for upcoming Temple students to break out. I assume this is the university that Bill Cosby went to break out into the comedy scene. The greatest successes Comedy Club can now wish for is the next Bill Cosby, which is the biggest accomplish. Oh man, it really didn't age well. What a start to deep web browsing. Jesus Christ, dude. To send another character of comedy out to the world and give Temple University attention and praise that it deserves is the greatest of all. We accept people from all places and backgrounds. We only look for the spirit to write jokes and overall laugh to make laughs. There is no time to spend frowning at college, so we fill the void. Ooh, Billy. I think Billy was definitely filling something, that's for sure. And help you spread the love to others. Our mission is to bring skills to comedians who are up and coming and laugh for the crowd. So I guess it's a noble cause. They just picked the wrong hill, let me tell you. So they've got like what's going on. Let's see the what's going on section. Spring 2014. See you then. Have a winter break. So this obviously hasn't been updated for quite a while, you know, just to say it hasn't actually been fixed up. Let's go to the block section real quick. This is the Medusa Lounge. We had a great time at the Medusa Lounge in Center City, and we even got to enjoy this shiny disco ball. It was probably the highlight. Man, if a disco ball is the highlight of your night, it's one of those nights where you just where you're just shooting Rosie Palm and go to bed. That's for sure. Let me tell you, December 9th, 2013. Oh, updated, let me tell you. And then they've got Roast of Kaufman. Okay, that's cool, a little roast going on. You think they like sat down and roasted Bill Cosby when they were like, after all the shit went down? That'd be crazy. Chips Tips. Temple University Comedy Club. The newest logo for the Temple University Comedy Club. Oh man, okay, so honestly, man, I bet they mean well. Like, it's hard to have one of your favorites just like go down. Here's like the Comedy Club ad. They have a SoundCloud, so I kind of want to go to the SoundCloud real quick and just see what it's all about. So it's their whole thing. Wait, please. Wait a minute. Please tell me to have more. Just one thing from SoundCloud? Oh, dude, there's no updates. Oh, there's just no updates. They just want to make the future Bill Cosby's. Oh, Bill! Bill, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it. Leave the future of comedy alone. God, dude. Credits, they've got blog, so they've got like a Soundcast. Oh, that's the people that made the logo. So kind of cool, I'd say. It's all right. You know, it is what it is, man. I think it's a nice club for sure. It's just it's one of those situations where it really didn't age that well either. But yeah, no, it's a pretty serious situation, you know. But I believe Bill Cosby right now is incarcerated in Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken, Phoenix, Arizona, or at least a Federal Correction Institute right there. Actually, wait, I think I can just Google that, to be honest with you. Bill Cosby. Let's see where he's at right now. Bill Cosby, Wikipedia is pretty, I guess, accurate. So currently incarcerated at State Correctional Institute. Oh, so I was right, Phoenix. Classified as a, aggravated individual. Jesus Christ. So yeah, it is, no, it's not Phoenix. I think I'm wrong. It's actually Pennsylvania where he's like currently incarcerated. And I believe these charges came out to be completely true, which is why he is incarcerated in a Federal Correction Institute. So yeah, man, it's hard to come across like a blog. Like, you know, these people mean well, but man, like I said, dude, it's a shitty hill to be on. Anyways, though, that being said, didn't age well. But what I do know, what I do hope is the next website we look at ages even better. Dan Howell. I am Dan Howell, aka Benvolio, Agent 003. And if you came to this website to find information about me, you're either insane, try bored and tired, or horribly lost. Yep. Yeah, that latter fits me. But why don't you take your time? Because on this site you will find a car crash of HTML. Thank you for at least admitting it. Now I love this free web style interface this man has, where like, dude, you could really dangle your keys in front of me and I'd probably nut. Make sure you fill in question time and read all about me. So am I going to get pop quizzed here? This is version 6.3 of the website. Now I'm going to censor this because it's a photo of this man at like age 12. And I get that he posted it, or maybe he did it, but I'm not going to show it. You know, let's just get past this page. Now he's got like all about me. My hobbies include the computer, games, and yeah, it's pretty much all I do. The two most important things in my life, music and drama. Lol, dork. No, but yeah, Workingham Theater is my claim to fame. That's actually so wholesome, dude. Really wholesome, honestly. And MSN, oh. Bro, you're carbon dating me. Dude, I love and hate this series so much because I feel old, man. I'm getting old. I'm an old man. I'm 26, dude. My parents are all like, we would cycle 10 miles on a day like this, go outside, go see a friend, and I would reply, why? All my friends are on their computers. See, look at my contact list. If I went round, we would just be on their faster, more expensive computer, so why not stay home? Defeated, they would think, oh well, we tried. Yeah, my parents thought I was weird when I was a kid, you know, it was like, what are you doing on that computer there? I was either playing like a WoW private server, or I started programming, and my parents found it kind of weird for a bit, you know. But they realized that I was a computer kid. I mean, I did go outside, but yeah, I had parents like that, man. They you know, it happens. I had a thought process like that back in the day. As far as music goes, I like pretty much everything from Bach to Dimmu Borgir. I know Bach, but I don't know Dimmu Borgir or Borgir. I love all music except for steps. If you look at my music collection, you'll find a pretty horrific mess thanks to my random downloading of LimeWire. Oh my god, I am so old. My fave Erot band is probably Muse, seeing as Origin of Symmetry is the best album ever. Interesting fact of the day, I have over 15 gigabytes of music on my PC, which is like 8 times more than anything else I have on it. It's funny how like 15 gigs of music now is pretty standard fare if you have shit like Spotify, where like you can download, you know, music tracks uncompressed, so kind of interesting how the world changes. Gonna need a big breath for this. Who wants to know my life story? No one? Inflicting time then. Nursery, I played the lead role in my first performance as Santa Claus in our Christmas play. And then in the Nativity, I was Shepherd. Then reception, year 1, year 3, year 4. Oh man, this dude really went hardcore into drama. I'm actually like really... Congratulations, dude. Honestly, you're good. I wonder if this man is like a secret actor somewhere, Dan Howell or something. Bro, I hope you're like a crazy actor or something. I hope Dan's living his dream right now. I hope Dan's living his best life right now, because this is like some resume of like experience right here. I think he could be a pretty damn good actor. Median suspicion. Yes, well, as most of you know, I'm a twisted individual. And what would I like better than violence and horror on my favorite films, such as Moulin Rouge? Tarantino is the best director ever. Kill Bill 1 and 2. Ring 1 and 2. The Grudge. Preferably the Japanese ones for these. The American ones suck dong compared to the original. The Shining, Brain Dead, Shaun and Dawn of the Dead, Happy Tree Friends, and whatnot. My favorite directors are Sam Raimi. Oh man, am I in a whole world of maymays with that one right now. Quentin Tarantino, and my favorite actress is Renee Zellweger. Okay. Well, buckaroonies, we are learning a whole lot about this man. Now, he's got a little chat page. I have a chat room. Now the invisible people, the ghosts, and the tumbleweeds can all get to know each other. Cool. And then they've got like a fun. Oh, this was a car crash of HTML. Here I have a selection of online games that I will forcibly recommend to you. So he's got Battleon, the definition of lame web browser RPG, but oh my god, it's really good. Before it was sad, flat Final Fantasy killing trees, but now it's cool manga characters slaying dragons and killing Zambles. Lame, but yeah, I spend too much time playing this, bro. You gotta play like Swords and Sandals, brother. What you doing? RuneScape, if you can't afford a real game or you are, oh no, and want to make a career selling gold, Bro, they do that on WoW enough. Online sector, okay, so they have like a website. Is that even still active? Because he really, really recommends online sector. So I'm gonna actually check if that, oh my God, it actually seems like it's active. Dude, I am old. I recommend Happy Tree Friends. Just so you go to Happy Tree Friends, you need to be enlightened. Okay, so cool. And then he's got like he's got like a Halloween page, Krista Jack-O-Lantern, Albino Black Sheep, cool. And then that's it, man. He's linking to Funny Junk, and this is sort of the end of that. And then he's got Do Not Click, which is ha ha ha. I bet you hate me even more now. So don't say I didn't warn you, idiot. Ha 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 ha. Well, boys, I think Dan got the upper hand. I fell for it, dude. I fell for it. And you know what? With all that said, I'm gonna back out and head on out, ladies and gentlemen. That's this is a weird series, man. This already might be. I always say like it's the best episode I go in, but bro, they don't stop me. Anyways, let's back out and go somewhere else. How can you see me? This is a page right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a North Korean cookbook, right? You may wonder, Muda, why you on a little North Korean cookbook? Well, maybe it comes to the attention that there's a whole deep website translating North Korean recipes from cooks.org.kp. Now, all that said, I think I've also seen this website before, but it's interesting to see. This has like 10 active links right now, meaning that there are people right now blowing their loads to North Korean cookbook recipes. And you know what? I consider myself a fancy little chef. All right, sometimes I make the food. Sometimes I break that pack of ramen in half and I put it in some boiling water and I call it a day. But you know, this is North Korean recipes, and I think it's safe to see exactly what North Korean cookery is like. You know, not a lot comes out of the Hermit Kingdom, so it's always fun to see what they have. So let's go look at some staple North Korean food. All right, so the website is a little bit slow, you know, and that's to be expected. But as you can see, they have a badge. This is a rice cake made from steamed rice, steamed with steamed rice, and then cooked with kijom. The captain was, I want to see how in-depth this is. This can't just be like recipes. There's got to be like some... Bro, every time somebody says the deep web is filled with messed up stuff, I've seen more weird shit on the clear web. Like, it's literally just recipes. Garlic rice, 1 kg, white soybean, 200, candy powder, 30 grams, salt, 3 grams. It's literally a recipe on how to build North Korean, like, rice cakes. Sorry. Acorn grinding. The acorn pellets boiled. Is that acorn pudding for real? That looks amazing. Like, there's just something about that. It looks so appetizing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my mouth has a little bit of water in it. Like, I didn't know that you could really like eat on the acorns like that. But man, North Koreans know how to make some good-looking food. Let me tell you, Highway Intercept, Apple Terminal. Like, okay, what are the names? Here's like apricot, which is just it's just apple milk piss. There's no way. They're just memeing right now, dude. Who's gonna eat something that says apple milk piss? I think it broke the website. Apple milk piss literally broke my computer. Billy, stop crashing. We seem to have a little crash in the Tor browser. Had to refire it up again. But as you can see, they've got things like store over here, like Green Sprout Kimchi, Bamboo, Basregi. All right, and let's go look at some like food stuff. That's a pretty generic like category to put into a cookbook. But they've got pied silkworm, beef potatoes, beef wraps, beef red juice, and then they've got Bob Calligrapher Takugi is a rice pudding. What are some of these names? Like, it just doesn't seem... Oh. Ooh, carp juice. I'm gonna be real with you, that seems really, really disgusting, and I don't want to like delve into that. But then they've got normal stuff like chicken lemon, chopped fish red juice. I feel like you're really like stretching how much you can translate here. But then they've got like cold chicken, which sounds sickly, let me tell you. Crab meat juice. Stop putting juice into the name, okay? It just makes me not want to eat it. All right, let me just put that one out there. Duck meat, duck roast meat, eel chewing, okay? And then I guess chewy eel, flounder, foot milk crab, So yeah, let's open up like fried fish balls. Like the photography is really well done, and I believe that's just like ripped from the North Korean website. So, you know, if you go to like cooks.org.jp, like we're doing right now, I bet these images exist in there. So they just like straight copy them and download them and just share them for the world to see. Again, it seems like a noble cause, but why does it have to be on the deep web of all places? Like, it just feels like you could make like a generic website. And what are the North Koreans going to do? Shut down for leaking of like amazing, like tasty, delicious recipes? So as you can see, like right here, they've got a crazy amount. And I guess if you like click down over here, you might be able to go to those specific pages and get like a photograph of, say, something to cook. Now, of course, I can't read Korean, but I'm sure somebody out there that can will definitely attest that hopefully it's as close to North Korean cookery as you can imagine, I guess. And as you can see down over here, they like, yeah, no, this is like, they're just straight ripping recipes, man. And they're not even harmful. Like, this is just like, it's just delicious food that they're copying and making a cookbook out on the internet. On the deep web. You know, people say there's always like really weird shit on the deep web, but like, why? It just seems like this is the most tame shit I've ever seen in a while. Now it's interesting as that website actually helped link me to like this whole website if this wants to like clear up for you. Now, if you don't know what we're looking at leaked databases of like 303 megabytes out of the Chinese Ministry of Commerce. Documents released through Par and Enola allegedly contain details about deals with Russia, Ukraine, Belarus. The documents are partly in English, Russian, and Chinese. One document obtained from Chinese Foreign Office in Minsk includes relations between the notorious Russian mob boss Marat Balagula and high-ranking Ukrainian politicians. What? Dude, no way! No way! They've got like email leaks, they've got full dumps of like government agencies, and they've got like torrent links, direct downloads, like 67.6 gigs. A complete hack of the Russian Interior Ministry, which WikiLeaks declined to make searchable or publish. They have a 67.6 gig release of the Russian Interior Ministry. Oh my God. I don't even think I can show this. That's wild, dude. That is a wild... See, this is exactly what the deep web apparently is for, right? Like, obviously leaking of these kind of sensitive documents where people can share it around completely anonymously between each other. Like, normally this can't be uploaded in like any Russian like clear web server, because the moment they find out that they have government documents just floating around on the internet, bro, they will down faster than you can imagine. And if WikiLeaks is saying that this is too hot, I mean, that's probably got to be something, man. And I'm not even touching it, dude. I feel like just touching the torrent link for this is like enough for like the FSB to just get their get their attack teams ready. You know what I mean? Like a strike force is mobilizing. Anyways, the Russian, North Korean cookbooks, Russian government leaks. About average for deep web browsing. Let's go somewhere else. Seeds of Life, written by Elijah Alfred Nature Boy Alexander Jr. Okay, homepage. Please note everything in green are links. Numbered links have a return corresponding number. All right, let's go see those Seeds of Life. Welcome to Seeds of Life, where you can learn what is required to survive the end of the world. Huh? I mean, with the way quarantine's going, we're already headed there, right? Not Earth, and what's in store for those who don't. A site for any and all truth seekers and philosophies. That's a link. I'm going to click on that link right there. Dictionary of my terms. Abstract, atom, adultery. Okay. All right. So, he pretty much covers everything. Like, die, to change. A personality so transformed it's not recognized by those who knew it. Short term for discarnating. It's going to be one of those websites, ain't it? Let's go back. All right. So, please take all the time required to look over what's said. If you are good soil, these things will eventually find their way into your comprehension. If you or any other soil will not germinate, or they germinate and then discarnate, know this is not written to change anyone's beliefs. It is written to cause seekers and philosophies to question their beliefs, pushing them into seeking even deeper meanings of the many symbols life provides for our comprehension of it. As a philosophy, Elijah finds in particular that everyone wants to be defined according to how others define them. He is a Christian atheist. What? Yeah? Is that he? Who wants to comprehend all things, but is told he is not, because an atheist would never use writings talking about God as a source to verify the reasoning behind their views. Although the main one he uses, King James, the King James Holy Bible, was drilled into him from early childhood, and he was told, for everything there is cause and effect. The effect is seen, you find the cause. It is his findings that everyone should be able to define themselves and communicate that finding to others, not having others to define them, and they are how they understand life. They are to know themselves and their meaning of life, then communicate those findings to anyone inquiring. Okay? Not attempting to force their acceptance of it, but to answer the inquiry. They are to be objective in what they share and in what they hear from others. Since going through the metamorphosis of the new birth, Elijah realizes it is nothing any man can do to change the personality of themselves. Luke 17:21 indicates God already rules us from within, making every man be under the supervision of what is called God. Okay, so this is Elijah on Denver, Colorado, 16th Street Mall, May 2004. Photo by Christine. Okay, so this is Elijah, the philosopher, the Christian atheist. And this is a website, I guess, celebrated to his beliefs, or he's considered nature boy. Because Elijah is the objective watchman of world events, he desires to bring to your attention how the whole world is about to enter the state of 1930s Germany. Here's an investigation report showing how Obama will make the United States of America the dictator of an enslaving new world order. Boy! All right, dude, I like it. So this is Elijah by Chloe, who's a 7-year-old. Okay, so yeah, you know, drawing game. When I was 7, Chloe was drawing way better than me, anyways. And this is a 2008 drawing, meaning that Chloe is what, like fucking 19 now? Yeah, Chloe is like 19 at this point. Jesus Christ. I wonder if Chloe's watching this video. That'd be wild if that was the case, right? But you go down. This is Elijah when he was a younger individual, I assume. And as you can see, Elijah is incredibly religious, right? Like, he brings Christianity as the reference to help fuel his atheism, and it's sort of an interesting way to look at it. Now, here is Elijah now, you know, sort of, I guess you could say repping his inner Gandhi right there. He actually looks like a really, really nice guy. He's known as Nature Boy. His friendly yet uncommon demeanor, due to his lack of appropriate clothing, awakened my curiosity to meet the man, like so many had before me. So this isn't his website, of course. I discovered one of the kindest and wisest human beings I had so far had the opportunity to encounter, and quickly ranked myself amongst his endless list of friends. This website, to which I add my slight contributions, gathers a multitude of texts written by Elijah himself. So this isn't his website, but it's based on him. And honestly, I mean, you know, I feel like Elijah is doing sort of like, the thing is, Elijah is, I think, a positive influence on the world. He's definitely somebody that I like. He's definitely like a cool guy. You know, I feel like he's a pretty like, he seems like a nice person, you know, and his beliefs are his beliefs, and whether you believe in them or not is up to you. But he's definitely not pushing it against anyone. Like, here's photos of him walking around like Denver or Washington, D.C. So he does get around. Oh man, you're going footless, right? You're going like shoeless, man. That's gonna do something to you. And you know, he's got a message from here, and he talks about good and evil. He talks about faith and the inner self. Words. I mean, this is a lot to take in. I didn't even know about this man until today. And he just keeps going on and on and on. So this is Elijah everywhere. I mean, I wonder how old he is, but he seems like he spreads a pretty good message. And I mean, I can't fault a man for it, dude. He's got like poems. He's got lots of poems. Elijah and his friend in New York City office. So he's going all around, dude. And this website just keeps on going. He's rocking the fanny pack, which I love a lot. That's like, that just takes you to like a super cool level. He's walking around in snow. You madman, dude. You madman. Can I buy you a coat, man? You are crazy. Man, this is like an old website. I wonder where he is right now. He's got to be here. I hope he's not like passed away or anything. It just seems like he's some shamanistic character walking around. Like, here's like the last post from like 2011. Man, this is new. 2005. So here's like an actual news article from him. This is like 2015, where they like detailed that he's actually like, it's like Alexander, who seconds earlier had stopped to urinate between two evergreens, was equally unmoved. Boy, he's aged, said the 70-year-old, sporting a look sometimes compared to, oh my God, he's like 70-ish. Oh, dude, he's getting to be that. He's an older gentleman for sure. That is kind of crazy. He's like Washington's icon. I didn't even know that. Did anybody from like Washington, did you even know that? Because that's kind of wild. That is actually kind of wild. What a positive influence in life, I gotta say. It's actually quite impressive. So you know what, Nature Boy, you have Elijah. You've got. I wish I can talk to this man, you know, anytime soon. So Elijah, you know, completely extended to you. I'd love to have him on video. I'd love to talk about like life and stuff with him. Honestly, I'd love to smoke a joint with him, man. It's kind of intriguing if I think about it. Anyways, though, back out and let's go somewhere. I think I've spent a fair bit of time here, but yeah, you learn new things every day, right? Let's go somewhere else. Marijuana, the big lie. Oh boy, marijuana. Now, again, I don't want the comment section to turn into a turf war. If you don't like the plant, if you like the plant, you know, I really don't care. Okay, at the end of the day, this is just a video to have fun. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax. Let's go to marijuana, the big lie. All right, so table of contents: false ads used to decriminalize, little girl lost, health risk, depression, dangerous to drive. Let's go down like the list of it. False ads. Myth: in 2008, voters in Massachusetts understood the existing legal penalties. TV ads by the Committee of Sensible Marijuana Policy had former police officers Tom Nolan and Howard Donahue state that they didn't feel a person should be burdened with a lifelong criminal record for a mistake. You know, generally speaking, it is a plant after all. But hey, cool. Let's see the big lie. Is that voters knew what they were voting for in the referendum for marijuana decriminalization. The truth contained above is still unknown by nearly 100% of the people in Massachusetts. This person doesn't live in Massachusetts, because then that number would be illogical if they knew the truth. So they've got like myth: Boston television stations tried to report accurately on the issues. Fact: various television stations were paid large sums of money to run ads for the Committee of Sensible and not its opponent. So those TV stations starting using the words "a small amount of marijuana" in their news stories. Several of those TV stations were informed to me in writing as well as over the phone that to refer to 2008 Question 2 as decriminalizing a small amount of marijuana was a gross error, not factual. Man, this person's like really into it. Little girls lost. So let me tell you a situation involving people I know. Please refer to them as Grandma A, Mom B, Little Girl C to protect their identities. Prior to decriminalization, Grandma A would occasionally smoke the Buddha. Nothing steady and always away from the apartment where she lived. Since decriminalization, Grandma A escalated to smoking daily in her household, forcing Little Girl C to breathe her secondhand smoke. That's not good. All right, that's not good for anything. Keep children away when you're doing that shit. Grandma A has also used coke. Oh boy, I think Grandma A's got more problem than the Kush. That's for sure. Mom B also started smoking regularly. They both developed a heroin addiction, which they had at her death's door many times. She steals to support the addictions. So at the age of 2.5 years old, Little Girl C was intelligent, good-natured, and full of hope. By age 5.5, Little Girl C was under the influence of marijuana daily. Fortunately, she got to leave to go about Little Girl C, having known her since she was a baby. It broke my heart to see her in the situation, though she may be scarred by life and those experiences. Fortunately, at age 9, she was adopted by a normal family. Seems like this is a special case. Like, it feels like this could happen to anybody. Like, you know, booze can do the same. Anything can do the same. It's just, you know, shitty adults, you know, involving their kids and, you know, what are adult behaviors. I'm not saying that, like, this isn't wrong. Like, I understand and I definitely empathize with it, but, like, it's kind of one of those situations where, like, listen, if you have children around you, just don't smoke marijuana. Don't drink around them. You know, just don't do it. Like, I'm actually a pretty big stickler for it. Like, if I know that there's, like, kids, you know, at, like, a family party, like, I tend to not like alcohol being there, you know, just because, like, alcohol tends to people getting... Like, it's fine if it's, like, adults in a scenario, but, like, bro, why involve, like, drugs and, like, personality enhancers, as some people, as I know, like to call them, in a situation with kids? I feel like this is a real scenario for sure, and I empathize, but I also feel like it's one of those scenarios where, like, I don't necessarily think it's the drug that's the fault. It's the two idiots that are causing those things in those scenarios.
Health risks. So they mention health risks, which I believe there are health risks. Like, here's the big lie that smoking marijuana is relatively harmless. Truth is, if you care at all about someone's well-being, you definitely don't want them smoking pot. Again, things need to be in moderation, right? Like, I don't think a beer every once in a while is wrong. But, you know, when you meet somebody who, like, has beers and, like, whiskeys every day of their life, you know, like, consistently, then it becomes a problem. Everything in moderation, you know. Some people are cool with that, some people aren't. Depression, mental illness. Big lie is that smoking marijuana somehow improves your mental state, contributes to your happiness. Truth is, good behavior and pursuing worthwhile accomplishments, that's something I get behind. You know, if you need pot to make you happy, I think we got a problem. You know, you should always get high on life. You shouldn't get high on the pot. That's all I'm going to say. That might be the most Captain Rogers shit of me to say. Why, Captain? What is wrong with me? Where am I getting these references from? It's too late. Person can be a regular smoker and safe to drive. Truth is, a regular user should surrender their driver license and not operate dangerous machinery. Yeah, don't be high while you drive, dumbass. That's not smart for you to do. Don't drink and drive. I mean, it feels like this can apply to anything, and they're specifically kind of targeting marijuana, right? Now, here they said that there's no medical basis for smoking a joint. That I actually will definitely disagree with, because I know people who actually are going through, like, cancer scares, so they're, like, put on their therapies and whatnot, and they got them on, like, I don't want to say marijuana, but they've got them on, like, some kind of drugs or whatever at this moment to, like, sort of dull their pain that they go through, dull the issues that they go through. So this one, like, I'm gonna be real with you, you know, I'm gonna say no, just because, like, that ain't it, Chief. That ain't it, Chief. I've seen it myself. And then they just keep on going down and down and down. So this is, like, definitely someone who, like, is obviously against marijuana. And they made a whole website to talk about, you know, the dangers of it. And there's a lot of stuff that I actually believe with this website, you know. And it's interesting to see the other side. Like, I'm one of those people where, like, I don't really care about marijuana myself. Like, I don't really, like, smoke it or anything. Like, I maybe do it here and there from now on. I'll be totally upfront and real with you. But it's not like something, like, I could live without it just as fine. And I definitely understand from, like, these people who, like, make these websites and, like, spread this message, because, like, there are definite negatives, you know, and I think that applies to everything in life, right? Like, there's a good and a bad to everything, okay? But I think the key silver lining in all this is, like, figuring out moderation, because once you have moderation in your life, you tend to minimize a lot of these problems that can seem to arise, because anything in excess can cause some problems. But all that said, this is me, Mutahar. And if this website is all done, let's go somewhere else. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of deep web browsing, dank web browsing, dark web browsing. The part of the week where we sit back, relax, and check that part of the internet that's a little too dank for regular viewing. With all that said, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you see, are my neighbors really going at it again? No, they're just waking up, God bless. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. This is me, Mutahar, and I am out.